Down in South America, there is one of the most iconic and beautiful racetrack in the world. It's in Interlagos, it's in Brazil, and welcome back everyone for what it is now, the final round of Season 4 here in Sunday League F1. I am BS Gabri, I should be joined by Jaden anytime soon, so finally it's gonna be two commentators for what is now the last round, round number 12 of Season 4. And as you can see here at the beautiful track in Brazil, Interlagos, at the Autódromo José Carlos Pace. I think that's how you pronounce it. I cannot pronounce it like if it was Italian, but it's actually Brazilian. But that's the name of the track anyway. And I mean, what can we say about Brazil? A track that is definitely one of the favorites both from fans and drivers, and that has produced every time great racing and championships were decided in the history of the sport. It's not exactly the case in here, as we all know the drivers standings, the drivers championship was already decided last week in Spain, with Gerbal claiming his 4th title in a row, but constructors is still very much open. I'm gonna just go offline a little bit, just gotta sort something out. So just gonna be away for 2 minutes or so. I'll be back. Right, so I'm back. I sorted out just a small thing. I think the audio is fine. I'm just gonna check now. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, so I'm back commentating. Jaden is not here yet, but he should be anytime soon. And now, as we can see, and ooh! I was just about to present the qualifying format we had, but Gerbal just decided to straight into one, and into the wall he goes, even setting the provisional pole position time, but just completely going into the wall. Well, I was about to say, we are in the last round of this Season 4, and we have the sprint format. So right now this is the sprint qualifying, and 6 minutes are already on the clock. I mean, 6 minutes left on the clock, and already some drivers setting their first lap times for the sprint qualifying. Only session of qualifying, so we're gonna have short qualifying as well when the full race comes later on. So yeah, sprint format, which means that we have the sprint qualifying that is taking place right now, then we'll have the sprint race of 12 laps, then go back to normal qualifying, which will be short, it's not going to be full qualifying, and then we have the race of 36 laps here at, once again, I'm going to repeat that, the beautiful track that is Brazil. And I was saying earlier, the Drivers' Championship was already decided last week. Gerbal claiming his 4th title in a row, but constructors-wise, it is still very much open between Red Bull, Williams, and McLaren as well. McLaren with a little bit of an outside shot as Cam gets a 5 place grid penalty for collision with Reese, I believe. I'm not sure what happened there. I reckon that's gonna be investigated later on. But I was about to say, constructors fight between Red Bull, Williams and McLaren. Ferrari is in 4th, Ferrari already out of mathematical contention. I actually think it is out, I'm not exactly sure, because we have the sprint as well. So, I mean, but if Ferrari is still mathematically in the fight, it's going to be an extremely outside shot. So the constructors fight by itself is between Red Bull leading, Williams behind with 19 points, and McLaren with 46 points in 3rd. So McLaren drivers Falcon and TS, Ferrari driver, well, they're not in contention, but we can see Japo and Noah finally back at racing. Then we have Williams, the 2 solid Williams driver, Aiden Jones and Reese, and then Red Bull with Gerbal and Younger Sav. So I reckon it's gonna be an extremely exciting race in terms of constructors. The drivers might be already decided, but in terms of team, I think we're off for a good one. Snow just starting a lap now, and Japo was spinning around turn 6, I believe, or 7, I'm not sure. And I was about to mention what a day it has been for motorsport in general, because I mean, earlier this morning we had the Formula 3 race at Monza, the amazing title fight between Leonardo Fornaroli and Gabriele Mini, fighting for the championship with just 3 points apart. And then Fornaroli, after spending about 22 laps in agony, with Gabriele Mini about to finish in 2nd and to claim the title, then Fornaroli out of nowhere at Parabolica, the last corner of the last lap of the last race, just sends it on the inside of Christian Mansell, gets P3 and claims the championship in beautiful manner. And obviously a heartbreak for Mini, and very much joy for Fornaroli. And I mean, it was just a beautiful feature race in Formula 3. Then we had the Formula 2 race, which saw Gabriel Bortoleto starting in P22, the last spot on the grid, all the way up to P1 in the feature race. An absolute stunning race by the Brazilian driver. An exciting race, Formula 2 and Formula 3 as well. I hope you've seen that. Then MotoGP, for someone who watches it, we had Marc Marquez completely dominating the Aragon Grand Prix from start to finish, and the contact between Pecco Bagnaia and Alex Marquez, which saw a brilliant Alex Marquez unfortunately being taken out of contention for the podium, which was heartbreaking to see, but Marquez dominating. And then the Formula 1 race, how could you forget the Formula 1 race today, this afternoon, which saw Ferrari, let me say the Italian pronunciation, because Ferrari winning on home soil with that beautiful strategy and the beautiful stint by Charles Leclerc. And Carlos Sainz giving it his absolute best on his birthday, actually turning 30 just today, holding off a hungry Oscar Piastri on a 2-stop strategy, who was on course to win the Italian Grand Prix, but then settled for P2 only. Norris butchering the start once again on pole position and up in 3rd, but that strategy from Ferrari, which saw Charles Leclerc win for his team, and as an Italian, well, I couldn't be much happier. And then to just put the cherry on top, we have the last round of Sunday League F1 here tonight. So just thought I would mention all of these amazing races we've had for the entire day, and we just not notch it off. I don't know if you can say that, but like put the cherry on top with Sunday League F1 tonight. And yeah, so spring qualifying is about to end. There is a Sauber into the wall. They probably did the same thing as Gerbal. Sorry for not commentating the qualifying, but Japo actually now has the fastest lap. He will start on pole position for the sprint race as it stands. And there is his teammate Noah about to start another lap. Gerbal, who voluntarily crashed, will start in P2, and Alien just 4 thousandths behind Gerbal, but maybe now he's on a lap on course to improve. At the moment we have Flanken in P4, Marvin in P5, a wonderful Quaxel in the Aston Martin, who actually gets demoted into P7 because now Reese is up into P5, contributing to Williams' chance of getting constructors today, right here, right now. Now Aiden just across the line. Actually he's not gonna improve. I didn't pay attention to the time. I think he's gonna, oh no, never mind. Probably the double out lap didn't work, I'm not sure. CS now goes up into 6th. With the minus as well, it's worth mentioning, not every driver wants to settle up on the softs, because with the sprint you have to manage your compound. You cannot use too much softs on the sprint and on the sprint qualifying, because otherwise you'll be in big trouble for the big race. Noah now in P4 on used tires, so we can see everyone just using one set of tires so that they can have the best compound possible for the big qualifying and the big race. And Jaden still hasn't joined me. And anyway, we can see the results as Japo starts the sprint from pole position and Gerbal in P2. Then we have Alien Jones in P3, Noah on his return finally in P4, Flanken in P5, Reese in P6, CS in P7, Marvin in 8th. The two Aston Martins of Max and Quaxel finishing off the top 10, and after that we have Kielander, Joe Brown, Baby No Hormy, Allen by Rooster, Youngest Half, Cam, U Division, and Falcon. Cam actually with a penalty, he will start from P19, and Falcon will attempt a last to something, I guess, here on the sprint race in Brazil. And so it is about to start right now. Just gonna ping Jaden real quick, so hopefully he can join anytime soon. Okay, so we are on the loading screen now, and it looks cloudy, although I might have seen the Discord chat earlier that probably mentioned it was probably mentioned it was dry all the way. But you know, Brazil is one of the most known tracks for rain, and some beautiful races we had in the rain. But we'll see that later on, as now the 5 red lights are on and it's lights out and away we go. And already 3 drivers with a drive-through penalty on the sprint race. We already have Kielander running by and Gerbal with a drive-through penalty for a false start, but now Gerbal completely cuts off turn 2 and just gives back the position to anyone. I'm not sure what happened here at the sprint race. It's absolute chaos, as now Japo has taken the lead and Alien just in P2 with Noah right in P3. Not sure what happened with Chidar. So there is debris flying as well. There is a Haas office Allenby down in P18. We saw Gerbal gain a position to everyone. Maybe he's attempting a last to first, not in qualifying but in the sprint. And 3 drivers already with a drive-through penalty of the start of the sprint race. I think one driver that might have been Kielander got the penalty, and the others got distracted getting the penalty as well. So they're gonna have to serve the drive-through in the next 3 laps. But now it is Japo in the lead of the Brazilian sprint race, and I think there is Quaxel being spun around. Yes, Quaxel has been slowing down now, all the way down to P18 already. A horrible start for Aston Martin. They were looking very good in quali, but now they're at the bottom of the field. Starting lap 2 now, and Aiden Jones has P2, and we can see Arenberg and Kielander pitting. So I'm guessing it is to serve the drive-through penalty, just as he expected. Now we can see Aiden Jones taking the lead in Turn 4, and little bit of wobble from Japo there, as he's now in P2, and he's gonna try to chase the Williams to get the lead back again. But we can see Noah behind, defending from quite a lot of cars behind him. We can see TS, for example, in P4 now, trying to get a move done on the Ferrari. And now we're approaching the end of Sector 2, and DRS is already enabled. We can see Noah, for example, has 3 tenths actually from his teammate ahead. But Japo as well will have DRS. He will open the rear wing to try and get closer to Aiden Jones, and we can see the rear right flashing, but now he goes on the outside line, but no, he backs out. A little bit of a lockup there from Aiden ahead, but he still maintains position. Flanken has been getting very close to the McLaren of TS. They both have DRS, so no moves yet. But actually Japo goes alongside, and he goes ahead just before Turn 4. Now Japo has taken the lead for the sprint race here in Brazil, and Aiden Jones back into P2. We have this wonderful train all the way down to P10, to P9 actually, because Baby Hormi is the last car of this train down in P9. But look at that, Gerbal already has made his way back into P11. He slowed down on purpose on lap 1 to get passed by everyone in P19, and now he's already he's sliding, but he's still in P11 and gaining a lot on his teammate just ahead. But we can see the gaps are extremely small. Actually, Baby Hermi has been losing quite some time to Felkan ahead of him, but he still has DRS. But we go back to the lead, because now Aiden Jones has taken back the lead. Felkan gets the fastest lap as well on the soft compound. He's already into P8 after only 4 laps here in Brazil, and now it's a Ferrari once again fighting for the lead. Now he gets ahead before Turn 4, just as he did on that lap earlier. So Japo and Aiden Jones have been exchanging position quite often. Youngest Sab gets a 3-second time penalty for track limits, so that's gonna compromise his chance of getting points. Although points are reduced, let's remember, in the sprint race it is 8 points for the winner and 1 point for in P8, and from 9th and downwards there is no points you can get in the sprint. But now we can see on the oboe that Aiden Jones, he's just not giving up. He's staying all over Japo's rear box, putting pressure, showing up in his mirrors, and now it's not gonna be soon before Aiden Jones actually attempts something on the inside. The overspeed is massive with the DRS, with the rear wing open, and they exchange position once again. Gerber now gets the fastest lap. Youngest Sab gets overtaken by Cam on the main straight. And as well, Marvin and Flanken fighting for position, as Marvin gets ahead in P5, but he might actually just lose the DRS. But now Japo has taken the lead once again in that same corner. He has been overtaken there for 5 times now, but TS is trying to pull off something on the outside. He had a look around the outside of Noah just coming out to Turn 5, and TS with a massive snap over steer, he goes off track just before Turn 7. He had a rear locking, I think, and he's getting overtaken by his teammate Felkan, who has the better tire and is on the inside. Felkan in P7, TS, that mistake has put him down into P8. Now Jebal is going around the outside of Baby Normi. He gets ahead, very nicely done, into P9. It's gonna be very soon before he gets past TS as well. Now with DRS, I'm assuming Aiden Jones will try and make a move again just before Turn 1, but actually no, it doesn't look like it, as Aiden Jones still settles for P2. before the braking zone of 1. But now there is another DRS coming right up, right after turn 3, going downhill. But it's still not enough. It looks like Giappo it's either Giappo pushing more or Jones losing some pace. But now he can feel the pressure from Noah just behind him. We can see this sky view of the cars going round the turn 7. Going downhill in this beautiful technical sector in Brazil. Youngest and Rus actually fighting quite a lot as Youngest is in pit. Max get a track limit penalty. Already another mistake for the Aston Martin that compromises the race quite a lot. So not the sprint they wanted. They'll be looking forward to try and get some points later on in the normal race. And now the top 3 is in a league of their own. They have broken DRS from the cars behind them as Marvin will be vulnerable indeed to the Sauber of Flanken, and so will Giappo, getting overtaken by Aaron Jones, now going downhill into turn 2 and turn 3. Aaron Jones stays ahead, but I think Giappo will open his rear wing. Yes, he will, out to turn 3, and actually Noah might try to go through as well, but no, and we have a spin. It's Youngest has spun his round after turn 1 into the wall, but I don't think oh, Reed has crashed out of turn 4. I don't know if we can see that. Let's see. I'm not sure. I cannot see actually Reed's car. Should be on the left, but I can see them. I don't know. It looks like it just went deep at turn 4 and got the wall. Not sure what happened there, but it's a DNF for Reed in the sprint race, and that's gonna be costly if Williams wants to have a chance for the Constructors' Championship, who is still very much open between Williams and Red Bull. But also McLaren is gaining quite a lot of points now as it stands, with Falcon climbing all the way up into P5. I think it's gonna be soon for Falcon to go up into P4. Choosing the soft compound for the sprint, choosing the tire advantage, but now Noah is over the rear box of Angels. They're actually gonna go almost 3 wide, and they push each other off track, and actually Jaden has joined. Hello Jaden, I'm busy commentating this battle here at the sprint, as Noah actually gets the lead. The Youngest retires in the pit lane. Now it is Noah in the lead, Aaron Jones in P2 and Giappo in P3. So hello Jaden, you just joined during plenty of action here at the sprint.
Yeah, I just finished showering.
Well, that was quite a long shower indeed, because we are on lap 8 out of 12 of the sprint race here in Brazil.
Oh well, I was listening to music, and when I listen to music, I just shower extra long. So yeah.
Yeah, fair enough, I understand. Now we're gonna go back to Eddie Jones getting a move on the inside. Actually, Giappo almost diving on the inside of his teammate there into turn 1, but it doesn't look like he can pull it off. So Eddie Jones is now into the lead, but Noah is all over him, and we can see from this helicopter view as Noah tries on the outside line, maybe a switchback on turn 4, but no, it is not enough. So these cars will be battling all the way through sector 2. Jaden, are you in the lobby yet, or do I have to invite you?
Invite me, because I'm not in the lobby.
Okay, coming real quick. There we go. You're the first friend in my list. So that was quick.
Nice.
Now, quick mention to Falcon, because on the soft compound he gained a whopping 14 positions. He started in P18, now he's up into P4 in this last lap of the sprint. He's looking forward to actually get a podium. But it's an interesting choice for the softs on the sprint, because he could be in trouble in the big race strategic wise. But now Aiden Jones being overtaken by Noah and almost by Giappo, still side by side, but Aiden Jones could get a better exit out of Noah in turn 3. Now they go, and Noah will be under attack by Aiden, who has opened his rear wing. He now chooses the inside line for turn 4 once again. Changing positions now. It's 8 points for Aiden Jones, but he's still side by side with Noah going uphill into turn 6 and now turn 7. Noah is ahead and Japo tries to go inside, but there's a little bit of contact made. And oh, Japo is spun! Japo is spun out of turn 8. Now he's down all the way into P10. Out of the points for the Ferrari. Heartbreak for him after a beautiful driving.
Yeah, I just joined in and I saw Japo spun. Well, that is very sad for Japo. That it's only just sprint, so he can just a little bit calm down. But exciting what the top 3 is winning. Because of Noah, Aiden Jones, and Falco. I never saw Aiden Jones in the P2. That was my first, actually my first I've seen him in the podium. But it seems like the top 3 guys are doing very well, and Gerber is also doing it. And
Japo has retired. He does not want to go forward. I mean, it's a shame because he could just get some small position, but anyway, Aiden Jones with a huge dive on the inside of turn 4, he gets the lead back again, and now look at Gerbal, he's all over the gearbox of Falcon. Falcon will try his best to defend the podium here in Brazil, but Gerbal is so hungry to get that, even starting in P19, there is nothing you can do against him.
He's at the P18 down.
But the thing is, he went in P2 in qualifying, then crashed on purpose in qualifying, then at the start of the sprint he purposefully slowed down to be in P19 and he gained that back already. But now we're approaching the last lap and Noah and Aiden just going side by side on the main straight. Who's gonna have DRS? Noah has the DRS, so he's gonna go faster on the straight. Approaching the last lap, Aiden Jones is very vulnerable now to Falcon as well, and maybe even Gerbal. Aiden and Falcon still side by side into turn 2 they go. There is some contact and a lot of battery. Now Gerbal gets ahead of Flanken. Gerbal is in P4, Falcon in P3. He tried to get the slipstream as much as he can. Now he's up into P2 on the outside, also for by Agents, still oh, Falcon goes off the track massively. He goes very, very wide indeed, but he's still in P2. I'm not sure if he's gonna have to give that back. But Aiden Jones is all the way down in P5, CS in P4. Actually, Aiden Jones battling for P4 with CS on the inside of turn 8. Beautiful battling we're seeing there. Gerbal is on the podium, Falcon in P2, and Noah is trying to cruise his way to the finish line to get those 8 points for the sprint win. Falcon is very, very far from him, but Gerbal might actually go past him. Falcon will still have DRS, but maybe the energy will be enough to get past on the main straight. We'll see in just a moment. Noah goes across the finish line to win the Brazilian sprint race, but Falcon Gerbal, it's a photo finish. Gerbal gets P2 at the last moment, just by 80 thousandths of a second. Falcon goes from P2 to P3, and Aiden Jones, after a beautiful drive, a beautiful fight for the top spots, unluckily has to sit out of the podium just in P4. Flanken very solid in P5, Marvin as well in P6, CS in P7, and Baby No Hermie gets the last point of the sprint race in P8.
Well, it wasn't, I was late joining, but it wasn't a very, very crazy sprint already. And it is not even the race. So, maybe we can get more entertaining for the race than the sprints, but it's sprint and we're gonna see that later on in the race. So we need to do the qualifying, but it's already amazing last race of the season at Sunday League F1. Wow.
I was mentioning earlier, this has been such an exciting day for motorsport. The championship of Fornaroli in Formula 3, Bortoleto last first in Formula 2, Marc Marquez dominating in MotoGP, Leclerc winning in Italy in Formula 1, and to top it all off, the last race of Sunday League F1, all in the same day.
Yeah, I didn't saw the race because I was at the zoo with me, but yeah. But now we go into the real shit, the short qualifying, and then we got the 50% race of Brazil. So it's gonna be something. I wonder what everyone's gonna do right now because it's short qualifying instead of full qualifying. So I'm kinda excited right now.
Well, indeed, the challenge for those 25 points starts not exactly now. This is the setup you can get to try and take those 25 points on, but already with such an action-packed sprint race, it's just you couldn't get. I mean, if it was only the sprint, then it can just go better in the race now.
Yeah, that's true. That is indeed true. But yeah.
So out of the sprint race, Red Bull gained 7 points, Williams just 5. So actually Red Bull gained 2 points on Williams for the Fighting Constructors Championship, which is gonna go ahead now. So I think actually Williams might have to gain 21 points, 22 actually, if they want to get the upper hand on Red Bull.
So that means on the constructor or driver?
Constructors, because driver, Gerbil already won it last week in Spain.
Yeah, so the best is now Ferrari finished at the podium, and the teammate of Gerbil, the youngest half, he needs to finish also the same place as Gerbil to get away from Ferrari. So it's a test between those two teams to be even in the points to get away from Ferrari, but Ferrari is a very good team, so I think Red Bull is gonna struggle.
Well, the thing is, Ferrari is out of mathematical contention, but yeah, there's still very, very solid drivers who could get in between the actually team that are actually fighting for the championship at the end. So it's gonna be quite tough for Red Bull and Williams, and maybe even McLaren, because they looked very solid in the sprint. But again, they have a very much outside shot if they want to have a chance of winning constructors.
True, but those, I gotta say the McLaren in F1, that thing is illegal. I don't know, but even though like McLaren is one of the fastest cars in F1 by now, it's crazy. It's crazy. Even though like even Christian Horner claims McLaren they want an illegal car in F1.
Well, I mean, McLaren is the fastest. I don't think it's illegal. McLaren is definitely the fastest now. But again, he was the fastest, and then Ferrari beat him today. So that's why I am also very, very happy about that one. Because on strategy, they were able to defeat a much faster car. Jaden, I don't know if you're talking right now because I can't hear you.
Yeah, my family just joined in. I'm taking a quick break.
Oh, okay. So now we can see the first laps being set, as now Falcon provisionally has the fastest with a 107.7, and Baby Don't Hurt Me behind, actually Marvin is just behind him with just barely 3/10. We'll see the gap now, yeah, just below 3/10 between the Alpine and the McLaren. There is a V-carb going off track. It was Baby Don't Hurt Me. Some drivers are going on inters. My guess is they don't want to waste many tires. But again, it's this is a short qualifying. They don't need to just get a top 15 or a top 10 or whatever. Like now they're actually fighting for position. So not sure why they're doing it. But anyway, so 5 drivers with their lap. Rizzi on the inters, TS as well, Jebel as well, Joel Brown as well. Flanken is on the softs now, pushing, coming out of turn 10 and downhill, flats out into 11. A McLaren going off the way. 51.5 after sector 2, now going uphill into 13, now 14, which is pretty much the straight. 15, this corner that is exactly a corner on the straight. Flanken goes in P3. It looked faster, to be honest, but it's actually 6/10 of provisional pole position. There is a Haas across the finish line. Allenby goes provisionally into P3 with just above 5/10, just below 5/10 behind Felkan in first. Who else do we have? Gerben across the line, but yeah, his lap time is gonna be all the way down in P9, 4 seconds of the lead. Yeah, definitely not a competitive lap with this compound. So what else do we have? Pushing on the softs, no one. I think we're just waiting for Cam to complete his outlap, so he's gonna be pushing real soon. Now the Mercedes with the DRS on the main straight just before starting a lap. And we'll see now where the Mercedes can set himself. With Felkan in provisional pole position with a 7.7, which I don't exactly think it's the fastest lap we'll see in the session overall. I think we actually can aim, we actually can hope to see a 7.5, like a mid 7 for pole position. Maybe even lower if someone just pulls one heck of a lap.
A 1.5? You're crazy. You're crazy.
No 1.5, 7.5.
Oh, I heard a 1.5. Oh, I was misunderstanding that. I mean, on 7.5. I mean that can be good, but I'm thinking 1.6 is coming out. A high 1.6. I have a feeling that someone like Gerba or something, or no, is pulling a 1.6, a high one. So, I mean, it can be, but someone is definitely gonna be gonna do an 1.6.
I think Gerba won't set a lap time because I think he will start. He will attempt a last to first again, just like his last race.
Maybe. That can be an option for him. I mean, it's the last race anyways, and he's gonna be the winner of the Drivers' Championship. So yeah. I mean, he doesn't get. I think he doesn't care about right now that he's just winning the championship right now. But also, I don't know if he's gonna win the Constructors' Championship, which is also a battle to do with Ferrari. So he is now one thing in mind if he's gonna care about Constructors' Championship, or he's gonna care about only just Driver Championship and just do last to first.
In the meanwhile, we've seen some very quick lap times. So Quaxel going with a beautiful P5, Kielander in beautiful P2, Erin just across the finish line, just exactly 3/10 of pole position, now in P4. And in the sprint qualifying as well, Aston Martin was looking very good, but just completely lost it on the sprint. So I'm hoping they can do better.
Yeah. I think also, well, Falcons at 1.7.5.
Yeah, just as I predicted.
It might be going to 1.6. It might be. We're close to it. But
I mean, to go into the 06, he's gonna have to find the 5/10. He just barely found 1/10 and a half to improve on his previous time.
Yeah.
So I think we say in the 7s. If this is mid 7, then we'll probably go to low 7 if someone can put a lap like that. But at the moment, it looks like only Felkan can.
Well, Gerba is on the intermediate side. He's going from last to first. Yes, confirmed. I think, or he's gonna just test the check out where the apexes are, and then pull it off. An amazing hot lap on the last seconds. Or he is gonna do a lap with the intermediates. That can be also an option. Noah is still in the pits. Jeppo is still in the pits. Max is out and goes now across the line. He goes 10th for 1.8.5. I'm seeing a lot of 1.8s instead of 1.7s. Only two people who had 1.7 is Kenninger and Falcon. They are the only ones who 1.7. And the rest is a little bit on into the 1.8 and 1.11s. They're quite different lap times with F1 at Brazil. Not everyone does an 1.7 1.8.
Well, yeah, in general, the real lap times are nowhere close to be. I mean, only at some tracks it can happen that the real lap times are actually quite close to the in-game ones, but it doesn't happen quite often. Anyway, I'm watching Reese right now, who is improving by 4/10 already at Sector 1. So he must have improved a big mistake he made into the Senna SS earlier. And now going into the technical Sector 2, into turn 8 and now 9. Uphill into 10 and downhill again into 11. Maybe we can see another improvement out of turn 11 in Sector 2. We see in just a moment for Reese. 6/10 improvement. He's going very, very fast. If he can get a good exit out of 12, he might actually be in the top 4 or top 3, maybe. We see in just a moment he stays all the way on the inside for Reese in the Williams. Across the finish line, it's P5 actually. Just lost the time on the straight actually. He was improving by 6/10 and then went down to 3. So he must have lost on the straight with the ERS deployment, which eventually cost him just to be P5, just below his teammate in 4th.
Yeah, but Kenninger is now on his lap. Will he improve as Sector 1? Well, just a quick moment, he does not. 34 seconds off. That is quite it's not good actually for a good low hot lap. But really improve into Sector 2 goes in now into the tactical where you brake a lot and then go into the 4th gear where you go into a nice right-handed turn, goes now into again the tactical section where you go brake a lot and now goes downhill and now goes 34 seconds. Oh.
So what he lost in the first sector, he's actually gaining in the second.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's quite amazing though. Now Kenninger goes straight, cross the line, it is a 1.7. He gained 2/10. That's good.
But it's not enough, he still stays in P2, but now Noah is across the finish line. Can he challenge Falcon now? Ooh, just barely. 105 thousandths of Falcon, but Noah gets P2 on his banker lap. Now there is also his teammate Jappo across the finish line. DRS and ERS deployment P4, just 2/10 behind pole position, and Aiden Jones improving massively, 41 thousandths of pole position. So he improved a lot, but it still doesn't look like it is quite enough to get that top spot in the qualifying session.
Now Jumbo is on the out lap and goes now in the hot lap. What is he gonna set? Is he gonna set higher time than Falcon, or does he get lower time than Falcon? Is it higher than 1.5, or is it gonna be P2? It's higher than 80 joins his time. Gains 7/10. Will be not an well, not he was really surprised that he doesn't intermediate lap before, but it's a Sector 1 pivot. We're gonna see his Sector 2 go now into the technical section. They go a lot of brake and a lot of on this tier from the entries and the exits, which is quite a mindset at this track. Goes now again the heartbreaking zone and goes 3 tenths into sector 2. That's very great. But what are you gonna set in the final sector? Goes now. Cross the line. You're gonna be 1.6. It's not 1.6.
It's pole position! 107.303 for Gerbal. We thought he would attempt a last to first, but no. He still wants to claim that top spot, and he does just that in spectacular fashion. Wow. Low 7, just as I predicted.
That is a very good lap. Already 2 purple sectors. That 3 tenths into sector 2 helps him a lot. And just get a 1.7.3. Wow. I didn't expect that. But I am not surprised from Gerbal. But I didn't expect that he did just casually did a 1.7.3. Yeah. Yeah, so the other one, Stockholm and A. Jones and Noah have a lot of work to do to beat Gerbal's time with only just 3 minutes and 15 seconds left. Yeah, this is going to be a hard time for the top 4. Well, Noah is on his lap, but invalidated, which is not very good. Kenja outlap. Jepo also did his time, but invalidated. So yeah, the Ferrari guys are doing not very well, but it is what it is.
Well, right now it's P4 and P6 for them. Invalidated their current run, but they will get another shot. Falcon is on the outlap, so on fresh softs, I think he thinks he can have a chance of getting pole position. He needs to find 234 thousandths of a second if he wants to get the top spot. There is a lot of traffic though ahead of the McLaren. It's gonna be ooh! He just almost crashed into the back of the Sauber there. It looks very, very dangerous from this POV. So now he just needs to find the optimal window, because out of the last corner he cannot afford to go that slow, because he needs a very, very fast run for the first corner. Now he goes for, he's not actually accelerating, he's not pushing, he's going into the pits. So actually Aiden Jones will be the only one to challenge for the pole position again. No, actually Noah he's improving by almost a tenth and a half of sector 1, and Aiden is just ahead of Noah, both on track and in the standings. But actually we'll stay on board with Aiden Jones, because he's about to start his last run, and he was looking very, very solid before. So we'll go ahead for a commentary of a lap around Brazil with Aiden Jones on the Williams, and now starting just before turn 1, brake at the 50-meter border and downhill, very, very difficult corner, the Senna SS into turn 2, watch out to not invalidate, and now flat out into turn 3, stays all the way down to inside, and now with the DRS finishing sector 1, just barely down, 24 thousandths, downhill into turn 4, get as much of the exit as possible on the curb there, up into 5 and into 6, which is flat out downshifting actually 1 gear into 7, and now braking into a big lockup from Aiden Jones. He invalidated, and then just a big lockup for the Williams driver. His chances of pole position are over.
Yeah, that is very sad news for Aiden Jones. Yeah, I have no words.
Well, who else do we have? We have Kielander actually, who is improving by 78 thousandths out of sector 2. If he gets a fast run out of the last corner, he can get past Reese. Maybe Noah will see across the finish line. Kielander goes P5, improving by 27 thousandths. Noah is not pushing. Aiden Jones invalidated. Falcon gets the checkered flag, so it is Gerbal who officially gets pole position on the last round, who is currently having a peaceful stroll on the grass.
Well,
and
I
it's on
think
pole position.
I think his Red Bull is better at lawn mowing than the car itself driving. I think that he is trying to find out that his car is better at lawn mowing. But yeah.
And look at just how dirty is it on the floor. All of
Yeah,
the dirt and grass there.
that will be my shoe if I was stepping mother at when it's raining. God damn, that's dirty. That is dirty. But just spray some water on it and it will be. That's the most best way to do it.
So we have the entire grid, almost the entire grid because it's 19 drivers, the entire grid separated by 1.6 seconds, but what's more impressive is that we have 16 drivers in the 1 second gap.
Yeah, what's also funny is half of the grid has 1.7, half of the grid has 1.8. Also funny.
I mean, look at those gaps. If we exclude Jebel on pole position, 7.3, look at from Falcon downwards. Falcon in P2, 0.5, Ed in P3, 0.5, Noah, 0.5 in P4, 0.6 for Kirander in P5. Then we have a 0.7 for Reese, Allenby and Jappo, P6, 7 and 8. Marvin in P9 with a 7.8, then Joel Brown in P10 with a 7.9, then we go into the 108s with Flanken, CS, Quaxel, Cam, Youngest Half, Rooster, Max, Baby No Hermie and U Division at the back of the grid. And this is the starting order for the last race of Season 4.
Yeah, it's gonna be, I hope there's gonna be one safety car and just the rest is just go racing. But you never know, at Brazil maybe we're gonna have a red flag for the end of the race at the season, maybe.
I mean, I remember how we lost our I don't want to say bad words, but like how we were so excited at the Mystery Grand Prix Monza. Remember when the red flag came out?
Yeah. Yeah,
it was just pure chaos to the end, and the red flag added to that.
Yeah, the SLF1 was already crazy enough. Yeah, it was already crazy. But season 5 is gonna be more crazy here. It's gonna be more crazy.
If the competition stays like this, it will indeed be. But now, let's enjoy this Season 4 while we still can. 5 red lights are on in Brazil. It's lights out and away we go for the final race. And now Gerbal gets a very good start. Falcon cannot go ahead, and DRS is already enabled. We're on lap 2 for some reason. And Tango, who is Tango in P1? What has happened?
Next has spun out of contact. I didn't see it really well, but for some reason the DRS is already enabled. Must be a glitch.
I'm not sure what happened, a bit of glitch. Now we're back on lap 1, I have no idea what happened there. But now Falcon crucially has taken the lead already on the first lap, going up into turn 7. And let's see the tire, mostly mediums, some are on hards. The top 4 is on mediums. Noah in the top 5. He has the different strategy, and Reza is already attacking Noah on the inside of turn 10. Now Noah will feel the pressure from Allenby, and then Jappo going side by side with Allenby. Yellow flags for Max, who has already spun around turn 10. But now Falcon, after a glitchy start, has taken the lead on the first lap, and Gerbal is following right behind him. And now DRS will be enabled on lap 2. But Aiden Jones as well. Aiden Jones had a good start. He's very, very close to Gerbal. DRS will already be enabled on the straight of turn 3, after turn 3, and Gerbal takes this lead stream, but it's not quite enough to get the move done. So it is Falcon who at the moment is defending P1.
Yeah, Falcon is defending the P1 very good, but Gerbal is also very fast. So it's gonna be a hard time battle where the teammate of Aiden Jones Wiz is a P5 and Joe is the gang also. So it's gonna be a 5-man train for now. And if the two Ferraris battling each other, I wonder what they're gonna do the two of them, and the West is also very much behind. So it's all just left two, but we're gonna see later on. I wonder what happened to Tango, which just retired in a very unexpected way. But now Gerbil goes back in the lead with the DRS, and that is P1 back for Gerbil after the long straight. The DRS now. Falcon has DRS. Can he overtake Gerbil back again? The answer is no. He will stay out, and Aiden Jones still on P3, but very close to Falcon, and Gallagher is also very close to Aiden Jones. So it's gonna be an amazing battle already for the top 5, and I wonder if someone is gonna do amazing attack at the turn 1, and I see TS losing 2 positions already and gaining 2 positions back, where Joe Barnes was ghosting, but TS is now going side to side with Flankenkoenig. Now TS go for the inside, but Flankenkoenig has better exits, and TS did the switch back, but the switch back doesn't do really anything right now. So is Marvin in P9 and TS still in P10.
There are so many cars fighting on the main straight here in the midfield. They almost got 3 wide. They actually got 3 on into turn 1. The McLaren of TS with a little bit of a lockup. It didn't end up in a crash, but it almost did. And now it is Noah who gets ahead of this train, but has lost quite a lot of distance to his teammate ahead, and he's out of the DRS. He gets overtaken by Arenby. Actually, no, he tries contact. Noah has been pushed off track. Now he's in P10 as Arenby quite aggressively gets the move into P7, and TS has lost some time defending from the cars behind him. Now Noah back into P11. Contact between the Aston Martin and the V-Cup there. Babin Holming Quaxel getting involved in some slight contact there. But Noah with the hard compound, he has been losing places up, right and center. He's in P11 out of the points, so his strategy doesn't look like it's paying off at the moment.
Yeah, he's in hard tires, so the hard tires are gonna do a lot of low grip here. Someone's off.
V-Carb, Joe Brown.
Joe Brown. Yeah, the hard tires aren't the best here at Brazil, but at left 5 they are doing so well. And then someone's off the TS. TS has pumped out the exit of turn 1. It's not very good what he did, but he's in the P11. It's not very good. And the hard tires are doing very on this track, but they can do a long time here, since this track isn't really a high tire wear, so the R's will be fine here, so does the mediums. But we're gonna see if the hards are gonna work for Noah later on. After laps, it's only just lap 5, and it's a lot of laps to go right now. So it's 26, so we have a lot of time to watch and to have the strategy of Noah coming up.
It's a first DRS train from the lead to Japo in P6. Japo, Riz, Kelander, Aiden Jones, Gerbil and Falcon all very close to one another, and Gerbil even closer as he now actually doesn't go for a move. The DRS is still enabled and is still very close to the McLaren of Falcon. Ooh, just a little bit of a wobble there on the curb. But now Gerbil has DRS out in turn 3. But it doesn't look like he's gaining that much. He might be running a higher downforce setup, slowing him down on the straight, and that's why he didn't gain a lot with the DRS.
Yeah, the high downforce on this track is critical damage for your car, because the high speed corners of this track isn't very much, except for the straight. That's the only speeds you can get for an overtake, but for the rest of this track, the corners are just low speed and medium speed, so the high downforce is a better option if you have a low downforce, because only the thing of low downforce, you get much more speed at the straights than at the then at the low corners and the low medium speed corners. But Gerber makes a move right now with the US and claims his P1 back, and now he does now to go away from Falcon and away from the West. But it's gonna be hard because everyone else is in DOS train, and DOS train is gonna be a long time from now, since only just lap 7 out of 36.
So now Falcon is down into P2 and feeling the pressure from Adrian Jones behind, who has somewhat built the gap from Kielander behind, although he is still in the DRS zone, just 6 tenths separating the Mercedes and the Williams driver. But now Falcon will have the DRS on the upcoming straight out of turn 12, so it's gonna be another chance for him to get past, but at the same time he might try and back out and stay behind so that he has DRS out of turn 3 again.
There is a minor option for Falcon, because that's the same thing what Gerber did, staying back out and have the DRS for exit the turn 3, but I think Falcon doesn't do it. I want to say I think he go for the move, but Gerber closed his door, and now we go into exit the turn 3 and begin at the second straight of the first straight actually of Brazil. And now can Falcon make a move? He does not make a move. He stayed. He wanted to go for a move, but he just realized it's too late to make a move right there, so he is backed out. And now again, he needs to wait for the move to make on the straight.
But it looked like Adrian Jones had the highest speed of the two of them, of Falcon and Gerber, so he was actually gaining a lot. If he had a little bit more space, he might have tried something crazy around the outside, but it would have been too dangerous, at least now, because the race is still long. But Adrian Jones, it looks like he has some very fast race pace, just as Falcon and Gerber, so I wouldn't exactly count him out for the race win.
Yeah, well, now Falcon, can he make a move again? He makes a move, and that is P1 back for him at the Brazil last round of season 4. And now, what can Adrian Jones do? Can he make the move again on Gerber, or does he back out? Well, we're gonna see that later on. No, he stays back out. I think that's the best option for him. So I think Gerber has the fastest straight speed, and he does make a quick gap from if Falcon just overtakes it. So there is a big gap when Gerber has DRS on, but at the corners, Adrian Jones is the fastest. So it's a whole thing if you want to catch up with Gerber at the straight and with the corners for Adrian Jones. So does Falcon. Falcon has a very good straight line speed, but at the corners he is very slow, just like Gerber. So at Adrian Jones' view, he is fast at the corners, but it's straight he's just slow. But now he isn't slow.
Oh, and they make contact as well on the straight as Adrian Jones tried to get past Gerber, and he does get past, yes or no. Ooh, massive send on the inside on the brakes there, but Adrian Jones gets P2 quite aggressively on Gerber as they slightly touched on the main straight. But now Gerber might actually have the bell run on both of them. Can he try and get closer? No, he actually can't. But in the meanwhile, his battering is very lovely for Kielander, who has got closer to these 3 cars. Now Kielander in P4 has recovered quite a lot of distance, and it might be not long before we see Reese as well back into this fight.
Yeah. If the 4 of them just go a little bit slower and continue battling, Reese has an advantage to get close of them. That makes a 5 battle, and Jeffro just plays a little bit back. He tries, but he's 2 seconds away. So yeah. Now we go into a little bit of wobble and the exit of sector 2. And now we go Well, Kenya has passed the Gerbo.
Oh, Kielander got a check limit penalty on the straight for going too much on the inside. But now at the top of the field, Aaron just got back into the lead with a dive on the inside. And Kielander and Gerber still going slightly side by side. But Kielander now, that mistake, that unnecessary mistake, just going so on the inside on the straight, and that eventually cost him the 3-second time penalty, so he might be out of contention for the podium, but we don't know yet because Falcon and Alien just now fighting, going side by side. The Falcon gets ahead, no, they actually still wheel to wheel, going uphill into turn 7, into the braking of 8. Who's gonna be ahead? Can Alien Jones try and outbrake Falcon somewhere in this middle sector, maybe on the side of turn 10? Can he actually do that? No, he can't, but Gerbal has quite a lot of momentum, who almost tries something around the outside. Reese is now in P4, having gone past Kielander, so he can actually now get around on Gerbal and try to help out his teammate, or maybe Aiden Jones can slow down Gerbal to try and let Reese past, but at the same time he cannot afford to lose a lot of time from Falcon ahead of him if he wants to win the race and get crucial points which could get Williams the Constructors' Championship at the end. Now Gerbal going almost on the outside, he has a lot of momentum, and it's a Williams sandwich for Gerbal, not exactly what he wants now, but he still tries to go on the outside of every corner, and he still can't quite pull it off. He's still in P3, and Riz is all over his gearbox. I think it might be soon. It won't be long for Riz to make a move eventually in this middle sector, and the gaps are still the same between all of these drivers. 3 tenths between Aiden and Falcon, 2 tenths between Gerbal and Aiden, and 4 tenths between Riz and Gerbal.
Yeah, it would be very nice if there's a double podium for the last round for Williams. That would be very nice. But indeed, the gaps of the drivers is amazing. Now we go back again with a triple DOS from Aiden and Gerbal. Gerbal going for the move, but are they going 3 wide? They indeed almost go 3 wide into turn 1, but Gerbal was close to Aiden, so they didn't go for the 3 wide since there's no space. But now Aiden is back again at the top lead. Now Falcon goes again for the top lead, and do they go? Who is gonna be first? Aiden Jones or Aiden Jones is gonna be first. Now Falcon's gonna be first. It's still wheel to wheel into turn 6, and now they go into turn 7, still wheel to wheel, and they have a lock up from Falcon, and now they do still wheel to wheel. It isn't over yet for Aiden Jones, and now they gone, stopping the wheel to wheel. And now Gerbal almost make the move on Aiden Jones. Now they go wheel to wheel. It's amazing. And now they still go wheel to wheel into turn 12, and they still go into wheel to wheel. They have contact, and the guns got into both the Williams. But they still going on, and Juba is in the P2, but they was contact by both the Williams, but he still has DOS and still hunting for the P1 again.
What a battle this is between all 5 of these cars, fighting so intensely for every position they can get. Now Kielander is back into the fight with the Williams, and the Williams will be furious because they are losing precious time to Gerbal and Falcon just ahead. Now Gerbal has a chance of getting back some distance to Falcon ahead, and Aiden Jones knows...
Falcon off!
Falcon is off! Falcon is off so far, it's a full car safety car! It's a full car safety car. Falcon, I think it's for the debris, I'm not sure what happened. Oh, Falcon making contact with Noah under safety car as well. Oh, Falcon has no front wing, that's why the safety car was brought out.
Oh, that is a shame, very shame for Falcon. But good for the top 3 guys, they can pit in peace. And good for Gerbal, because I think his tires are dead. Wow, what an amazing already. It's our first safety car after 14 laps. Wow, that is quite amazing.
One of the most exciting fights I have seen between the entire top 5. Now he has been neutralized because everyone is obviously gonna use this occasion to go back into the pits, and the medium runners, perfect chance for them to get the heart until the end. Hard runners, Allen by 10-second penalty speeding in the pit lane. Allen by the result is pretty much compromised now. Now I was saying the hard runners might have a difficult time because they can only go to the mediums, and stretching the mediums to the end it is very, very difficult.
Yeah.
And Allen by speeding in the pit lane, it will cost him a lot, and Falcon destroying his front wing, it cost him a lot as well. Jappo gets a 3-second time penalty too, so he's in P3, but he may be knocked out of the P3 very, very soon. And Kielander spun under safety car. He was weaving to warm up his tires and went off track into the wall, and he gets overtaken by Quack. So Kielander in P8 spinning under safety car. Max in the meanwhile gets a 10-second penalty down in last.
I didn't expect that one. I just saw the one of his tires and go like spinning and going straight in the barrier. Oh, that was amazing. Well, that is P8 for Keininger with his podium. He might get it back if he wants, and if he does enough job, then he gets back. But he is already in a time penalty, so it might be a tough job for him to get get his podium back. But it's a nice opportunity for Wiz also, since he's in P4, and Jappo in front of him has an time penalty, so that's also good for Wiz. It's a whole mindset right now and gambling about tires and what you're gonna do if the safety car ends, and hope you're not gonna do it like Keininger, warming the tires and going straight for the barrier.
So from P1 to P16, the only thing they can choose is go to the end. It's a different story at the bottom of the field. Russell and Youngest have with the softs, so with going for an aggressive restart, but then they're gonna have to pit later on again. But the rest of the field is gonna go to the end, and it's gonna be a lot more difficult for the medium runners.
Yeah, when medium runners are gonna be very difficult to the end. Since it's left 16 out of 6, they can't do a full lap, like till the end. So I think the medium runners are hoping for a second safety car. What's interesting though, top 7, they Rooster and Harf, they're both on softs. Quite interesting. And Nova and Baby Remy are on the medium, so I don't know what these softs one is gonna do, or they're gonna do focus on the fastest lap, or they are gonna wait for a second safety car that's coming and then pit for new hearts or something. I don't know what the soft one's gonna do.
Well, it's probably the latter one, because a fastest lap you might see attempts later on in the race. But now let's watch the restart, because Gerbil is very, very close to the safety car, so it might be a very late restart just before the finish line. We'll stay on board with Gerbil, but he has already gone just before the pit lane. He has restarted the race, and Aiden Jones didn't react exactly so well. 4 tenths separating the two of them. It's a different story all the way back, because now he's 2 tenths behind Jappo, and knowing that Jappo has a penalty, he knows he cannot afford to lose that much time to the Ferrari. And TS!
TS is off. Sorry for interrupting, it's our TS on off.
Yes, not sure what happened, or if it was contact or by its own, but matter of fact, he's in P19, another safety car restart. Aiden Jones has lost a lot of pace, 7 tenths now. He might actually risk going out of DRS, and he can also be attacked by Jappo behind him. Jappo has the penalty, but Jappo is not gonna just stay there and say, oh, I'll let the race pass because I have the penalty. He will still stay there despite the penalty. stay there on track. There is some battling at the bottom of the field with Flanken actually going past Joel Brown. Yellow flags for Aston Martin. It's Max. Max in P19 as TS claims one position very easily. But now DRS is enabled once again, and Aiden Jones, it might be close. Does he have DRS? Does he? I think he might be just outside. No, he's just inside DRS for just barely some thousandths of a second. He still DRS on Gerbal, but Gerbal is pushing quite a lot and getting away from Aiden very quickly. A few lockups there. I've seen some smoke. Might have been from Japo, Riz or Alimbai. These three very close together, and there is some distance between Marvin behind Alimbai and Aiden Jones ahead of Japo. 8 tenths now, 9 tenths. It might be risky for Aiden Jones. He might actually lose DRS.
Yeah, the times and the gaps are going to be a lot for the guys. It will be painful, but it is what it is. And Gerbo is already, well, Aiden Jones is back in the DRS zone, but he isn't going to catch up a lot of time, but he will be close. But my Wiz is into the podium. That's very nice. This might be a double podium for the Williams drivers, and there's a battle between the back with Wooster and TS. TS is back into the P17, not very good, not what he wanted, but he is what it is. And Falcon's still in top 10, but his top is P8, so he made up 2 positions when he's in P10. But he might get back into the podium, and Challenger is into P9, so it's in battle between those two for the podium. If Aiden Jones always is going to be falling out, or somebody else, it's a focus safety car coming. But we're going to see it later on with Aiden Jones now back in the DRS zone, watching on board. If he goes to the move, he does go to move. He's going for the outside and takes P1 with DRS help, and now he's back into P1. And now what is Gerbo's answer? Can he get back to the P1 or does he stay out? Now he's back in DRS zone, DRS on. Now going for the move. He's waiting, he's still waiting, going for the move. He's gonna send it into turn 3 and takes, no it's not turn 3, it's turn 4, and takes now P1 back, goes into turn 5, now goes into turn 6. And thus still takes the P1. It's very nice done by Gerbo.
Aiden Jones has been battling Gerbo for quite a lot of times in this last part of the season, but still couldn't get the upper hand on him, so he's still trying to get a win out of his hands, and if he wants to do that, this might be the race where he actually needs to, because he can be crucial for constructors. I mean, as it stands now, it's a wonderful result for Williams, sure, but it's not going to be useful. His Gerbil is up there getting those 25 points. So Aiden Jones is going to have to give it his absolute everything, and he already is. Now chasing him with DRS, still not quite for a moment, but he will have an overspeed again out of turn 3. So Aiden Jones, we know for a fact, after being defeated so many times by Gerbal, he's not gonna give that up. He's gonna look up for the inside and get moved down as youngest Thomas waiting another safety car. It is perfect timing for Aiden Jones, getting the move done just before the safety car came out, as Gerbal's teammate has crashed out of turn 1 on the wall on the left hand side. The full course safety car is out again, and this might be a chance for everyone to go with the mediums to the end.
Yeah, it is. It is. And very, I'll say it's a very gambling one now. You have now a second safety car. It's Z21. You can go for the medium and go to the end, or you can save the hearts and go waiting for another safety car to come, and then you go for the softs. So I think the mini one is going.
Oh, Erinjon stays out. Gerbal 2, Reese 2. Japo pits on the hard, then gets a penalty in the meanwhile. Noah is pitching as well. Oh, it's terrible for Noah. It's a double stack, so he's gonna lose a lot of time.
Yep.
He wants to gamble a lot of time loss to get the fresh mediums and get a time advantage on everyone, but he's losing a lot of track position. He's down into P13, P12 actually. P11, so he's gonna have to overtake so many cars on the minus. Falcon is on the softs. Falcon wants the aggressive compound, but it's 13 laps probably when the safety car comes in. Yeah. So Falcon is gonna have to do a very big stretch. So at the moment, the fresh mediums are the fastest tire and will be the fastest tire towards the end of the race. I mean, for the entirety of the race. So between the medium runners, it is actually Marvin who is ahead because Japo has a penalty. So Marvin's plan should be to get past Japo as fast as he can because he has the penalty, and then attack all of the hard runners. But again, he will feel the pressure from Falcon just behind him with the softs. It might be a tight battle for the early laps, but then later on Falcon could drop all the way down to the field very quickly given the soft compound.
Yeah, the soft compound is gonna be... Jabba gets another 10-second time penalty.
Ignoring yellow flag, I think he over... Oh, Japo has pitted to save the penalty, but he overtook before the safety car line, so he wanted to serve the penalty, but got another penalty in doing so.
Yeah, Japo is not gonna be finished this race at all. Yeah, I have a feeling that Japo is gonna get cooked. Japo is gonna get cooked. Yeah, it's an I will not say immediately a race over for him, but he still has a penalty. So yeah, it's not very good, but yeah, it's not a very good strategy what he did to go fast into the pits. But yeah.
And all the way down to P17 for the Ferrari. So now Marvin has less traffic ahead of him, but he will have a lot of traffic behind because, I mean, Falcon can fly past Marvin very quickly and then attack the hard runners, and Marvin as well. Marvin, I think if Falcon attacks him, Marvin shouldn't fight him that hard, so he doesn't lose time and can still attack the hard runners in front.
Yeah. Hard runners are gonna have a tough.
So on lap 23, the safety car comes into the pits, and Aiden Jones, with that overtake at the right moment, is the one who restarts the race in the lead. Now weaving across the straight. Might be a late start from him again. Does he go earlier or later than Gerbal? We're just before the pit lane. He's still weaving. It's a very late restart from Aiden Jones. He has gone now, and Gerbal has reacted very well, unlike Jaden in the earlier restarts. So it's 2 tenths between them, but Reese has reacted even better because now he's all over the gearbox of Gerbal and he might go for a move soon. But Gerbal got a beautiful exit out of turn 2. He's already alongside Gerbal. He's alongside Aiden Jones. Now Gerbal gets the lead into turn 4, and the 2 Williams drivers are in 2nd and 3rd. Allen by behind with a penalty, but there's so much fighting behind. Falcon with the softs has gone past Quaxel, and there are so many cars fighting behind. As Quaxel goes with a little bit of lockup, the 2 McLaren drivers fighting between each other as Falcon gets ahead. But look at so many contact between the Alpine and Aston Martin. Quaxel with a real lock. There's so many chaos at the midfield, and there's a Sauber going slightly on the grass. Japo as well with a lot of traffic, Noah as well. There's Aston Martin, Quaxel going on the grass completely off track. Now he gets passed by his teammate. Another terrible restart for Aston Martin. But now Japo, Flanken, Joe Brown and Noah fighting very close to one another. DRS is enabled. Joe Brown goes on the inside of Noah. Joe Brown with a massive send on the inside, and it might have been also a lockup there as camera inside into the pit lane, and Davide Holmi is pitting maybe for some wing damage. But now Joe Brown feeling the pressure from Noah behind, and there's a Ferrari spinning Japo going sideways through turn 4, now down in P13 after the restart. Definitely not the restart Ferrari was looking for. Noah just in P10 with Joe Brown ahead. But now let's go back to the top 5. Falcon on the softs at the moment is probably the fastest car on track. He's all over Allen by his gearbox, so he might go for a move very soon. Those hards just stand no chance against those fresh softs. On lap 25 out of 36, Falcon will have a lot of slipstream from Allen by ahead. They both have DRS, but I think he's using the energy. Yes, indeed. He goes up the inside. Now P4 for the McLaren, and it might not be long before he goes past Reese, who is actually fighting with Aiden Jones. There's a camera is retired of camera is retired off track for some reason, and Aiden Jones is still behind Gerbil, chasing 2 tenths between them. So Gerbil for now, for him it is crucial to build a gap. But now look at Falcon, he's just barely 1/10 behind Reese, and so is Allenby, so close between the top 5. And now Reese, he needs to maintain the DRS from his teammate ahead, and at the same time feeling the pressure from some very hungry soft tires on that McLaren of Falcon.
Yeah, Falcon may go to the end with the soft tires, but let's wait maybe for another safety car to come, and then maybe it's a lucky day for Turbo. But now, after all those battles, Aiden Jones still behind Turbo. Is he gonna make the send? No, he doesn't. He doesn't go for the send at turn 1. Now we're very close to Turbo. Now going to turn 3, and now exit to turn 3, goes now into the straight. DRS on. Does he go to send into turn 4? He still waits. He doesn't. He just back off into turn 4. Now Falcon is into the P3. Can he go for the P1, which he always dreamed of? Now at Brazil, Falcon still behind. It's 4 tenths. Gerbo makes his way up, but it'll be very hard for Gerbo if he wants to battle with Falcon with the softs. And Falcon made a very good move with the strategy he does, go from the softs at the safety car. But now Gerbo goes away, goes 6 tenths away from Aiden Jones. But is it enough to stay at P1? Well, no, I think it doesn't. Well, Falcon now with the 3 tenths has DOS on, and Aiden Jones has also DOS on. Both are DOS. Is very yellow sector. It's Coxel spawn. That's with Coxel. And now Gerbo makes his way. Exit of turn 3 has no DOS, but both guys have DOS. Aiden Jones makes his move from the outside and inside, and takes the P1 back, but Gerbo doesn't let it go, and Gerbo wants to get the side to side, but he doesn't complete with that, and Falcon still stays behind with Gerbo, and with under 13 laps, it's gonna be very tough, and Aiden Jones makes his way up into turn, I think 9 or 11, 1 to 2. And goes now into turn 11, and now goes into turn 12, and Aiden Jones is still under the lead, is left turning out of 36. Now we go into the straight, as Gerbo has DOS on, watch him on board, has DOS on, can he make the move? He does make a move, goes from the outside, and takes P1, and Falcon still stays behind can make a move. He doesn't. Then you will get 360 penalty. Now, Jimbo has no DMS, but Aiden Jones goes on again for the move. It's almost a double overtake.
They are 3 wide into zone 4. Jebel gets overtaken by both Falcon and Aiden Jones with a massive overspeed, but actually Jebel claims P2 in a matter of seconds. Contact there between Marvin and Kielander. It was almost a massive crash, but now Jebel has been feeling the pressure from all of these drivers. Falcon into the lead, absolutely flying on those softs, and it might actually be tough for Jebel to try and hang on with all the hards. Berino Hermi has returned in the pit lane. We are at 5 DNFs in this Brazilian Grand Prix, but now Aiden Jones has lost the DRS to Jebel. I don't know what happened there. It might have been a mistake, because now the gap is 1.4 seconds, and this is crucial for Aiden Jones. He cannot open his rear wing anymore to try and get close to Jebel, and he will be overtaken by so many cars behind him.
Yeah, the cars behind him is going to be very tough with his teammate let it pass, and now it's only just Jebel versus Falcon again after a couple of laps. Now Jebel open wing, it's not enough for a move, but they are going very close.
Another safety car, a McLaren is crashed.
It's TS has crashed, has no front wing.
CS destroying his front wing on the exit wall of turn 3, and we are at the 3rd safety car. And now this is crucial. This is perfect for Falcon, because his strategy was absolute. I mean, he was very lucky, but it was perfect for this condition, because he has taken the lead, flying with those softs, and now he will maintain that lead once everyone goes back into the pits for fresh softs, and so it will be probably a 4 laps sprint to the end of this Brazilian Grand Prix. It's obviously a big chance for Reese and Aiden Jones to go back into the DRS and try and fight again with Jebel and Falcon. So this is gonna be so exciting at the end of this race. Falcon is pitting.
Jebel is pitting. It's a perfect opportunity to overtake.
So double stack for Williams. Oh, Aiden Jones!
Oh no!
Gets, oh my god. Aiden, he has bottled the win again. He had the chance to fight against Jebel once again. Now he's bottled it for a speeding penalty in the pit lane. Japo got a drive-through penalty while his race was already screwed up. And but interesting, Noah stayed out. He's in first on old mediums. Kielander in new division as well. They stayed out on old mediums, so it's gonna be traffic for all of the cars behind. Falcon is actually going on the mediums. He does not have the softs available.
Oh, there might be a mistake for Falcon also, because he's in the mediums, but the top 3 is most interesting. They are staying out. Even Noah is staying out, where no penalties, staying out in all mediums. That is quite interesting. Not everyone is in Jebel again at 10-second time penalty. Great, and Jebel retired. Well, that's the end of the race. There are now 6 people who retired from the race. Very good. But yeah, Allenby is also no stuff available. He is also on the mediums, so it's quite interesting, because now Jebel has 3 opportunities to get back at the P1 from all those old medium runners. So it might be his lucky day again. Wow, what an I mean, yeah, interesting strategy from the guys up front. But it's gonna be a 7-lap sprint race for basically everyone. But
now Aiden Jones is back into the pits to serve the 10-second penalty. He prefers to lose some track position so that he can get rid of the penalty. So he is gonna have to overtake more cars now, but eventually it will be more useful later on, as he will not lose that many positions. So down in P13 for him, but it could have been P1. Once again, it could have been a P1 against Gerbal, but now it's gonna be completely unpredictable where Eddie Jones finishes, because a 3-lap sprint, a 4-lap actually. So yeah, but at the moment Noah has quite an advantage, because Kielander and New Division both have a penalty, so Gerbal, even flying on those softs, he's gonna have a little bit of traffic, so Noah can actually use that clean air as well to try and build a gap and defend probably a race win on his return after missing so many races here in Standing F1. But I think the safety car will still stay out because Quaxel still hasn't caught up, so we'll actually have a 3-lap sprint instead of 4.
Yeah, that's quite amazing. Lap 33. It's an very honor moment.
Oh, and Allenby broke his wing under safety car. He's pitting.
That is painful. That is painful.
I mean, under safety car, we've seen getting penalties. We've seen Allenby retires. I mean, under safety car, we've seen getting penalties, getting wind damage, and spinning during the safety cars we had.
Yeah, and Jabba has the most. Jabba has the most of it. It might be a lucky day that he got the award from the most penalties in one race.
Oh, Jabba doesn't have a penalty.
No, he doesn't.
You meant Jabba, probably.
I mean, I did say Jabba. That's
okay, so I misheard that.
I said Jabba has the most penalties in one race. For me, he gets an award. I mean, I never saw Jabba that have like more than 20 seconds of penalties in one race. I never saw that. Quite amazing. But now it's an honor moment for Jabba, since he has 2 people with penalties, except for Noah. Noah needs to be smart, but can he be smart enough to outsmart Jabba? That's the question.
This is gonna be very interesting indeed. Noah needs to pull off a masterclass at defending and managing those very worn mediums if he wants to defend that race win. Now let's see, where does he restart? He could go any moment now, still throttle and brake at the same time. We even get the temperature, and now already instantly on the throttle, and Kielander hasn't reacted at all. 4 tenths between the two of them, so this is perfect for Noah, as he now has a chance to build a gap, and Gerbal will have to work quite hard to get those moves done. Falcon going slightly off track on the curb outside of track limits to try and go side by side with Gerbal, but now with 3 laps at the end, anything can still happen, and at the moment Noah is loving this gap he's pulling off. Now Gerbal, he needs to get past U Division. Can he pull off on the inside? There's contact actually being made as Gerbal actually pushed the U Division a little bit, so now U Division is gonna be stuck behind him, and Reese as well. Reese is gonna try to round the outside with the soft compound. He has much more speed and he gets ahead with some wheel banging as well. Falcon on the inside as well. He loses
Noah has a little bit of an
oh, Kielander has made the move on Noah. Aiden just gets a penalty, so that's his race even more compromised. Now Gerbal and Noah, these two have been fighting so often this season. But massive crash behind Alpine, the U Division into the wall. He has broke the front wing. He is still in the race somehow, but contact between U Division and Joe Brown, somehow that wasn't a DNF for neither of them. Actually, it is a DNF for Joe Brown because he decides to retire in the pit lane, but that was a massive high-speed crash. I am surprised it didn't go worse. But now, on the penultimate lap, Kielander has taken the lead, but it's only a virtual lead because he has the penalties. So in the end, it is always Gerbal, and Noah at the moment is leading the DRS despite the older tires. So Reese, he knows that Noah can actually still pull off some great pace even on those mediums, so he's gonna have to make a move very early and very soon, as there is some front wing banging actually between Reese and Noah. And Falcon as well is trying to hang on as much as he can.
Okay,
Flanken.
There goes Erlinger.
Okay, underspan. I didn't see that. Outside of turn Travis Stevens, he's done in P11, outside of the points, everything has happened on this last lap of the Brazilian Grand Prix. Noah tries on this side, comes to the main, Noah's going sideways, and Reese had to take avoiding action, but there was some very good reflexes. Now Reese can actually have a run with the DRS on Jebel to try and get the lead of this Brazilian Grand Prix. He gets the slipstream, but the overspeed is not enough. Jebel is defending this lead, Keanu is inside. Noah has a penalty, so he's gonna drop down even further. So Marvin, he's now in P4, battling as well behind with the two Aston Martin in the points somehow, fighting with Aiden Jones, and we contact as well Univision going off track. But let's go back to the top, because Reese actually has not recovered enough time from Gerbal ahead. Falcon as well can't seem to get any much closer on those mediums, so P3 he's gonna be the best result he can get out of this Brazilian Grand Prix. And now out of the last real corner of the track, Gerbal absolutely flying. He got the championship last week in Spain, but he was hungry for even more race wins, and he gets just that in Brazil. The last race, Gerbal gets the checkered flag. Reese in P2 and Falcon in P3, Marvin with a beautiful P4, Flanken in P5, Noah in P6, CS in P7, Max in P8, Quaxel in P9. At the last race, Aston Martin got a double points finish. Aiden Jones once again has had the chance to fight for the win, but dropped down so much to the other. He's only in P10 and U-Division in P11, and wow, what a race this has been for the final time in season 4. That was so exciting up until the end.
That coercive A-Division just gave me a flashback of Monza missing Grand Prix.
Oh yeah, I was very scared there. I still cannot understand how there was not a DNF out of the crash alone, because that looks so much high speed. But anyway, we can see the podium now. It is Gerbal once again. Nothing you can do. It's even more 25 points, securing now the constructors title as well for Red Bull. Absolute domination, actually domination with some competition, but in the end it is always him. The driver will always use the 2C up there, and a very much deserved race win in these very difficult conditions, both strategy and pace wise, but Gerbal still pulled it off. Also a great performance from Reese, getting P2. It's quite a shame he didn't get exactly a good run to actually challenge Gerbal with the DRS. And Falcon, who looked very solid, defended the podium in P3. And I have black screen. I cannot see the full results now.
I can see it either. Well, that's quite a. Okay.
Well, it's unfortunate. We cannot go through the results once again. But anyway, we said it earlier. So the end of a journey. This has been season 4, and I have to say, what a season it has been from start to finish. It was always the same driver to win the titles, but man, so much action throughout the entire field. And this has been absolutely one heck of a season to watch. So thank you, Jaden. I am honored to have commentated this season alongside you, especially the final, and how could we forget the Mystery Grand Prix together, highlights of the season. And yeah, it's been an immense pleasure to commentate alongside you for this season 4, and we just cannot wait for season 5 to get underway.
Yeah. You're gonna be master season 5. It's gonna be very, very good.
I'm also honored to be commentating here at the last season of season 4. We're gonna be back season 5. When? I don't know. We're gonna see that later on when an announcement of when the season 5 is coming. I hope you all enjoyed our beautiful commentator, Gaby, and myself, Jaden.
So,
Okay, nice day.
for the last time, it is your favorite commentator duo, BS Gabri and Jaden, running off season 4 in Sunday League F1, and now we will be on a very much deserved break for all the drivers and also our voices because of how much action we had to commentate.
Yeah, oh my god. That was crazy, that was crazy.
So yeah, this has been season 4. Now we're gonna go on a break. We don't know when season 5 will start. The calendar still needs to be set, but we are obviously so impatient to get back racing as soon as possible. So yeah, I will end the stream now. Jaden, I will let you your last words before ending the stream.
Last words? Alright. What can be last words? Let me think. Last words are, hope you have a great night. Take care of your body, because season 5 is gonna be a hell of a thing. It could be one of your favorite seasons of Sunday League F1 you ever seen on the stream. Have a good night.
Thank you for tuning in, and we will be back eventually with more Sunday League F1 action. Goodbye everyone, it's been a pleasure commentating, and we'll see you again in season 5.